Hey y'all, it's Friday, so it's time for the Friday rant. It's the Diva D from Carved Out Divas, and hey, I don't even know where to begin, but this is what I will say. So we in such a rush to open up the economy, and you know, forget the fact that millions of people still dying, but we trying to get that done. So we putting once again, in this country, putting money over people's health, but that's just how it is. I mean, we at 14.7% is the unemployment rate, so pretty much we're at the precipice of the Great Depression. That's where we are right now, and so it ain't gonna get better. It has to get worse first. Okay, that's history has taught us that. So let's move on. So, I gotta give a shout out to There's a Michigan representative, black woman. She's a Democrat. She rolled up in the state capitol with her armed security. I think it was a day or two ago, and she said they pretty much she like, look, the week before you had all them white supremacists up there with their armed machine guns and their AK-47s, their assault rifles, and they talking about open up the economy. She say, I don't feel safe. Why can't I walk up in there with all my armed security? And she's absolutely right. Because this is the time where just to be this color is just not, it doesn't allow you any privileges whatsoever. You barely got the privilege to just be alive in this country. Which lead me on to the next point. Look, you know the reason why people mad? Ain't because they saw the video. It's because you saw the video. They had this video for 75 days. And when people are bold enough to say, I'm going to record a murder execution, I know they call it a modern day lynching, but lynching, to me, that was a straight out execution of this young man. And we're all going to sing a song, and we're going to protest, and we're going to do all those things, and the NAACP going to throw out some lawyer out there and do some whatever. But understand something. Change is not going to happen unless our mentality start changing, and here's where the unpopular opinion will come from, unless we take it upon ourselves to uplift ourselves. One of the saddest and funniest things I ever heard, it was sad and funny. This was interesting about it. I had a student that asked me if I was born during slavery. Now, how you got to be 12? No, that's funny, but it's sad. How you got to be 12 years old and don't know when slavery occurred? You have no history of that. You don't know anything about segregation. You don't know anything about Jim Crow laws. You don't know anything about just anything. That's because all we focus on is treating each other like crap. Look at the music that we listen to. We watching videos of girls fighting and stabbing and killing each other. We are out there just, misogynistic behavior. Women don't respect men. Men don't respect women. Women don't respect each other. We out here popping pills and cooking up drugs, and everybody want to be a basketball player. Everybody want to be a football player, but ain't nobody want to be a lawyer. We had enough. We had that point where we can't take no more rappers and no basketball player. We need lawyers and judges. We need people who know how to get in the system and actually work for us, not those who are in the system and they're so corrupt that they doing whatever they want just for the money. If these things don't affect your soul, why you even out there representing the people? But I gotta truly say, and I really am biased. I must admit it, because I grew up in a place that had a strong culture. We knew we were the descendants of slaves. We knew we rose up against the slave master and murdered them all. We knew we did that, and we refused to go back to that point. We got control. We were able to then now teach our children everything about who we are. Everywhere we go on my island, at least on my island, those who visit know, murals are everywhere, showing a revolution, rising up, reminding you who you are. You're surrounded by culture and art, even in our music, calypso music, reggae music. You're hearing about us being better people than we were, uplifting, praising God in the music. That's the other thing that's gone. If we don't have a sense of spirituality, a sense of who we are as a people historically, of course people gonna treat us like that. Of course people gonna think that we ain't nothing. Because we think we're nothing. Let me tell you something. And then also embracing that, we all call each other the N-word. Why? You have embraced the one thing the slave master called you, and you don't think that once your mentality is there, it's over. You've given up your power. There's a lot of people that might not like what I say or things like that, but you know what I love about what I do say? It's gonna make you think. You're gonna be angry, but you're gonna need to think for a minute. You're gonna be thinking about it. If we don't do better, I'm gonna tell you like this. It was what was it in the Bible? I think it was Matthew. I don't want to. I know it was in Matthew. I just don't know what chapter. Where it says, "Where the carcass is, there the vultures will be." Pretty much, black people, we're the carcass. We just dead in the water, and all the racist, white supremacists just picking away at us, the vultures. We need to get ourselves together and get it together. And let me tell you something: if you don't get yourself together, you better be armed because you next. That's all I got to say. This is the Diva D. No one like me. Carved out divas.